Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to take you on a journey, the journey of creating my first children's picture book. From the very first spark of an idea to holding the printed book in my hands, it was a process filled with challenges, discoveries and so much joy. If you are a fan of children's book, love illustration or have ever dreamed of making your own book, this video is for you. I'll show you how it all started step by step. Every book begins with a story, right? For me, it all started with a beautiful, sincere story written by Helen Hamster. Her story was full of kindness, warmth, and touch of humor, the kind that makes you smile without even realizing it. When I read it for the first time, I could see the picture in my head right away. I could see the characters, the settings, and the little moments I wanted to highlight. I knew I had to bring this story to life. And to be honest, I always loved picture books. I don't just read them, I experience them. I love flipping through the pages slowly, savoring every little detail. It's like discovering a new world, one page at a time. So, I wanted my book to have the same magic, a story you don't just read, but explore. Once I knew the story I wanted to tell, I had to make a big decision. What artistic style to use? Should it be digital art? Should I use colored pencils, gouache or maybe crayons? But honestly, it didn't take long to decide. I knew right away it had to be watercolor on the black liner. I love the softness of watercolors, the way they blend and flow naturally, creating light, dreamy texture. And the black liner adds clarity and definition to the details, making everything pop. I love this classic combination. It feels timeless and a little nostalgic, like the books I loved as a child. So, watercolor and liner it was. Simple, but it works perfectly. Next comes the fun and longest part, drawing with illustration. Since this is a picture book, each page is its own mini story. It had to break down the story into separate pages and think carefully about what to show on each one. Once I was happy with it, I moved to the final version. And let me tell you, this took a long time. I was working on it in my free time after my main job. Some days I could only work for an hour or two, and other days I was too tired to do anything at all. But I kept going, little by little. The main character of the story is a little kitten who is looking for a home. Small detail like a tilt of her head or a paw reaching out can say so much. Once I had all the illustrations ready, it was time to put everything together. I scanned all the illustrations, cleaned them up a bit on the computer, and added the text. Then I did something very old-fashioned, but very helpful. I printed a rough version of the book and glued it together like a real book. This is called a dummy book. It's a test version to see how it feels as a real book. You can see how the text and images fit together, and if something feels off, it's easier to spot in this form. I flipped through it, made notes, and made some changes. When everything was ready, I had to decide how to publish it. I chose Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, KDP, because it's a simple way to self-publish. It's fast, it's easy, and you don't need to wait for a traditional publisher to approve your work. The best part? The quality of a printed book was better than I expected. The colors were vivid and the paper felt nice and sturdy. It was such an incredible feeling to hold the book in my hands for the first time. With KDP, I can also order my own author copies at a reduced price, which means I can give them as gift to family, friends and supporters. So, that's the story of how I created my first picture book, from a simple idea to a real book I can hold in my hands. It took time, patience and a lot of love for the process. If you liked this story and want to support me, you can find the book on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below. And if you are working on your own book, tell me about in the comments. I'd love to hear your ideas. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next adventure. Bye bye!